Hello everyone, me Phone here, and I'm Son of Beast. As you all know, that the season of the NBA is officially done for the year. Now it's time to step into the postseason and get started for the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Who will be heading to the championship game of the conference, and in the NBA Finals? Find out once this game starts here in the first round. Let's get started on 2K Sports. Hello everyone, Son of Beast here, and welcome to another NBA playoffs. This next matchup, as we're about to be seeing, we are heading into Game 2. As right now, the Knicks are facing against the Cavaliers again. Right now, the Cavaliers have won the first game, so now it's time for game number 2 and figure out who will win the second one. Now it's time to send you over to Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Standing by for the next commentary will be Fan, along with Silver Spoon, and the center will be me, Phone. I'll be back here with the halftime show across the postgame show. That'll be the next one coming up after each halves of the period. Enjoy the next game, guys. Up next, we got the good matchup here as the Cavaliers face against the Knicks, the second game of this presentation of the NBA playoffs. It's about to be happening now. 1-0 is where the score of the series are. Cavaliers, Knicks, coming up after this. Greetings everyone, and welcome to the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse here for the coverage of the NBA playoffs of 2K Sports. Along with me and Ian Silver Spoon and me, Phone, we have Ali LaForce on the sideline. Here's Ali.
Thanks, guys. Julius Randle became an all-star in New York, but it was back in New Orleans that he found a stroke. The coaches told him to let it fly, and he said, quote, "That's all I needed to hear. This league is about opportunity, confidence, and mindset. Those things came in all at once in New Orleans, and I was able to build on that." Brian?
Thank you so much, Ali. Right now, the starting lineups are being on the board. Donovan Mitchell and Josh Hart are the key matchups here in a shooting guard position. Right now, Allen and Mitchell Robertson are on the center. Julius Randle and Evan Mobley. Isaac Okoro on R.J. Barrett. And Darius Garland on Jalen Brunson. You talk about one of the players here. There's one of the guys that they might be doing it for one of the teams that are giving up the support. There's somebody else that can try to keep this one going. And I'm going to say this is going to be the second one that they're going to be playing here. We'll see how this one goes. We start the possession here of the game. We're all filled up and ready to go. Wow, Robinson! A first block with a start of the first period. Oh, looked like Robinson was going to deflect that one out there. Really cool out there. Robinson really showed up in time without being called a foul. That was tricky. Allen slams down one hand. He is really turning out to be heat on the fire end to take a run here. I like that one here. Here's R.J. Barrett. Back over again to Brunson. The ball keeps moving around. Back to Robinson. Shoots over Allen. A two-pointer drive scores for Mitchell Robinson. With that scoring, Mitchell Robinson was able to do that one. The most of a tricky one was very tricky to have that in the paint. You know, you keep your layups in there, and that's what the player comes in for the defensive breakdown for the start of it for the Cavs. But the other teams really did turn out to be one of the better. Here's Allen outside, blocked by Robinson, and it's deflected. Julius Randle on the fast break. One there, jam down. Woo-hoo! Randle! Wow, I've never seen like that before. Oh, you gotta show what your style moves up to. Looks like Robinson just saw Randle slam down. And that was an excellent slam dunk performance presented by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Okoro passes over to Mitchell for three. 3 pointers off the mark. Robinson recovers his rebound, now faces over to Barrett. Now he swings over to Robinson, and I bet if with the blocking foul called on Okoro, that'll be their first foul, a first team foul for Cleveland. An excellent mobile of the driving, looking for the block for Robinson. He's already in comfortable position. I never seen how well he was playing before. For now, it turned out to be like they done it before. Here's Robinson, covering up here by Randall. Swings to Brunson. With a floater, 2-pointer off the mark. And that's the key position right here for Brunson. You know, the cutting of this one is a very tough one to try to keep him over it. Garland finds over Mitchell. Mitchell finds over Okoro. Okoro in the paint. Floater. Off the mark. No good at the 2-point line. They're very hard keeping that transition out there. They're just keeping it all going. Here's Hart outside. Slings back over to Barrett. For the 3, triple range is good. RJ Barrett receives his first 3-pointer of the night. When that key gets in there, you gotta stick on your own. That play is a tough, tremendous run. Okoro pass to Mitchell. And this one calls a free second call. This one turns over to be the New York ball. That was Jared Allen that has turned out to be receiving the ball, and it turned it over. Well, it's not a very good call because none of them are not moving. That's because they know if free second was the call, that was the offense to pick up their run. Hart finds over Barrett after Brunson. Around Garland, and he's fouled. That will be Darius Garland's first foul, and the second team foul for Cleveland. Stop the clock at 3:21 to go in the game. There, Jalen Brunson, able to try to drive that one in there. I mean, he was looking, but the target seemed to be a little off because the defender was on him. Yeah, I have to say, because this one was a very tough one to try to keep him out of here. Nobody has ever heard of it, what's going on. But now for him, he was pushing it along the way. 2 shots coming up here for Jalen Brunson, and the first free throw line will be New York. First free throw sends in for Jalen Brunson. With the better of this game, I know he was definitely playing with the Dallas Mavericks, but now, his moment of all has turned to be a struggle run for this team. So he decided now that he wants to leave and he wants to go with New York. So it looks like they made the right choice in the call. Indeed, that one. They know they were going to definitely try to keep it going. Second free throw for Brunson's good. Here's Garland, and the first timeout call will be Cleveland Cavs. There will be stopping the clock at 3:18 left to go in the first period. They're going to need to talk things over to go right over again, and they will have to see what they can do to try to take things on the board. And you know that one here, because one of the teams really have done a lot of the best. Like, you know, for example, but the Boston Celtics definitely did a wonderful job here. Moving the ball around here, giving a good pass off to an open person. I mean, they're really a good offensive run. To keep on that run here, how does it really take with the player that has a better possession? Well, the possession may be impossible to try to keep it around the deck. I know it's really hard, but not for long always. Cleveland Cavaliers have really just tried to make a struggle out of it since playing with the Boston Celtics since 2018. That was the last part of it here in the NBA playoffs that had done it one of the bestest. And that was the only part of the game that would never been seen out. Like they were going in between the attackers. They really had a hard struggle. But nothing to worry about it. It was very tough to try to stay inbound. And I will say, they've really got to stick it up together. New setup changes for the New York Knicks and for the Cavaliers as new players are making new changes here on the court. Here's Allen on Robinson. Swings to Okoro. Okoro looking for help. Looking for Garland for three. And nice solid defense on Brunson.
Well, that was a better play for Brunson because he was right on top of Garland. That's a lot of the hard keys to make the setup drive.
Randall comes in for a screen. And with a reach and foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first personal, third team foul on Cleveland. New substitution changing for the Knicks, as right now Robinson and Hart checked out. Grimes and Hartenstein are checked in. Randall on the middle, finding Grimes. Over Mitchell, and a drive comes in for a score in the bucket for Grimes.
That's a perfect run. Around the ball, and I guess that one's going to be a very hard on the target.
That was an excellent mobile one drive for New York. Garland on Brunson. Trying to go over the attacker. Right over Allen. And a good drive. Allen makes that one a good slam drive. Right now Brunson with the team. Trying to pick up the run to Grimes. Grimes back to Brunson. Brunson swings over again to bury it. Opening the ball. The shot is up and Okoro calls his second personal. That will be Cleveland's 14th foul. They already given up here in the first quarter.
Too many foul calls out there. They might have to be careful out there to try to go with another attack him. That shot was very tough for R.J. Barrett. You know, this was very tough to give that one a run.
R.J. Barrett at the free throw line, going for another field trip here to the free throw line for the New York. Stopping the clock at 2:09 to go in the first period. Barrett hits the first. Now the new substitution comes in, as right now Toppin and Quickly are checked in for Randall and Brunson. The Cleveland Cavaliers are also making new changes, as all players are checked out, all players checked in. Danny Green, Okoro, Osman, Desmond Wayne, Draymond Green, Karis LeVert, and Ricky Rubio.
One thing I have to say, Ricky Rubio, he's like only one of the bestest. He never played here before, and I guess he was going to definitely play with this team, so we'll see how this run goes.
Pass is stolen. Grimes over to Barrett on a fast break, and quickly sets down with a two-hand slam. And that one was turned out to be a terrific play for the fast break for New York Knicks.
Oh, I never see that. I love that one. Quickly makes that one a good dunk. What an excellent run.
New York leading by 10. Swings off to Grimes. Grimes swings back to Quickly. Barrett for three. Hartenstein grabs the rebound. Quickly finds Barrett. Around Osman, and a drive-in scoops in for Barrett. As right now he's got another points in the bucket score. He has 6. Here's Green finding Rubio. Rubio on Quickly. Wade outside. Pass is stolen. Toppin with the run. In the corner, Grimes for 3. Good bucket score. And Grimes has his first 3-pointer of the night. Toppin with the assist, and they are extending up by 15.
They're already going smoke out here in the first period. I've never seen what was going on. It's going to be a very tough call.
Osman, great D here on Toppin. Now back to Barrett. Barrett finds Quickly. Toppin coming in for the screen. Now Toppin. Oh, one hand down.
Ooh, Toppin. Already on the Toppin up in the air. And make that slam down. That's going to be a very tough one out there. Man, they're silencing the crowd.
Green, the drive, floaters in, and right now he's got his first bucket. Down to 15 seconds left to play in the first period. Barrett over to Grimes. Clock winding down to 10. Quickly finds Toppin. Shoots over Wade. In and out. Ricky Rubio. Green for the half court. And that goes their ball. That ends the first quarter. New York Knicks on a good start for the first period over the Cavaliers, 21-6. And we'll get the second period coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. We got more covered right after this. And we're back here for another part of the game here in the NBA playoffs. For the start of this one, 21-6 was a score for the Knicks. And it didn't really turn out that one of the players did the best, guys.
Well, he's really like the only tough one in the game. I mean, they told you that they were really strong enough to try to go to defensive rebounds. They really got a hard fence to make a hardcore person. Really showing him up, but they got the feeling of it. But they never really caught it on. Well, I'll say this one, they really wanted to get back into the game after they made a loss against the Atlanta Hawks here back in the last playoff game since 2021. That was the last one that they have definitely never faced a win and moved on to the second round. I mean, to the tough ones in the course, I mean, this was a very tough one. We never see the team making it that far in the Garden. We want to see them come back in there.
Okoro missed the shot as Grimes takes his rebound back over to Randall. Randall swings to Grimes. Back to Randall. Randall over around Mobley. And good stop by Mobley with a defensive run. Here's Okoro. Goes back to Garland for three. Good! Outside the range. And they're now come back in the game.
Looks like they have a lot of the 3-pointers out there. Keep that one in mind. They're going to get this done.
Brunson finds over Robinson. He finds Randall around Mobley and a drive in for Randall. That's his second bucket, and he has 4.
One thing to not talk about this one, because Mobley was able to make the defense. He's on the pressure to kind of keep him out of here. Very tough one to be on the lookout.
Garland on Brunson finds Mobley. Okoro outside. 4 on the clock. The drive, Okoro, 2-pointer in the paint, good. And right now, Isaac Okoro is on the line.
Well, he's shooting perfectly. I mean, doing well can leave you off here.
Now some mobile one drive here for another basket. That will be Isaac Okoro with the first drive into the Cavs. Grimes drive. That is tricky, but he makes that one in there.
Oh man, I was able to see what the drive is. If the foul was called on Donovan Mitchell, he would have got that one a foul.
Okoro covered up by Grimes. He finds Garland. Backs it up. 6 on the shot clock. Mitchell with a drive, and it's on Garland's assist. 3:33 left to go in the first half of the game. It's 25-13. Josh Hart trying to go around Okoro. A tricky move, but a great stop by Isaac Okoro.
Okoro's doing really well trying to keep it defensive on him. And that's what he's doing. He's giving a lot of more respect in here on the court to give that one a run. But it won't be hard to try to keep up this run and then try to stay out.
Rebound in. Oh, Okoro want to make that one shot in.
Oh, that's tough now. Be onside and you can't leave him up. Wow, Jalen Brunson already on the deep pass. Really stepping it up to his pressure.
Here's Garland. Only scores 3 points. And he will call timeout here with 2:49 to go in the first half of the period. Cavaliers are in a struggle. For the first time that happened here in Game 2, and there was a lot of the people that were just believing that they could not count with the number of players to go back with their run.
Well, there are very tough ones to be honored in this one game. They really got no offensive runs to keep that one in mind. And for that one, really did turn out to be a hard one to try to stop the pressure. They really got to get over this. They have to talk to players. I mean, you're going to need to talk this one over and try to fix it for the day. Well, what do you need to go for?
The NBA playoffs on 2K Sports is brought to you by American Express. Don't live life without it. your local Kia dealers. A moment that inspires. And by Mountain Dew. Do. Here, winding down the first half of the period. Coming up will be the halftime show, as Center Beast will be standing by. Right now for this one of the game, we'll see how well that the Knicks and Cavaliers have a lot of hard one to try to take the muscle in there. They're going to be a hard one to try to go right for them between the players, to go right in between it and the hand setup stage.
Well, yeah, they definitely have to do that one again.
Oh, LeVert just made that one a one-hand drive and a dunk.
You can say that Karis LeVert was doing his one-hand performance run. Better keep the crowd on the line.
Ross over again to Grims. Swings to Ross. Tries for the three. Makes the shot. Good pass by Brunson. And it's Derrick Rose with the first three-pointer. No extension run. He's keeping it going here. Up by 25. Mitchell on Ross. Finds Garland. With a spin move over Brunson. Another miss by Cleveland. Only 2 minutes to play. Ross outside. Over again. It's stolen by LeVert. Fast break here. Garland on Grims. Mobley rejecting the screen. Looks inside. Oh, Garland!
Whoa, Garland seemed to do the trick. He's got another one to do from here. Hey, see the Garland drive, putting a muscle on it? You gotta give respect to that guy. He's so good at it.
Finds Brunson. Drive in. Good shot made and a great pass by Grims.
Grims got a good run of overhead pass. Almost went to deflect the ball, but that was all it did turn out.
Here's LeVert on Grims. 2 over Robinson. Allen, shot, and no deflection in here as he was going to try to make the dunk, but it was stopped. Grims finds Robinson. Under a minute to go. Ross outside. With a jumper, that's a good stop here for Derrick Rose, and he puts a little bump on Darius Garland.
Well, this would have been almost called an offensive foul out there. You don't want that one to be on your lookout.
Here's LeVert on Grims. 43 seconds left to play in the first half of the game. LeVert on Grims. Trying to make a move. Floater. Rebounded by Mitchell Robinson.
And Mitchell Robinson was definitely going to try to keep that with another rebound. He's got a second on his own. I mean, the taller man can grab a rebound, but some other guys that are blocking him, they couldn't get the rebound. They try to fight for it, and they got to get going.
6 on the shot clock. Robinson makes a drive. That's a good feed here. Robinson's got a second bucket. And now here's Mitchell. Mitchell trying to swing and cover in over Randall, and he's fouled. That will be the first foul called on Randall. First team foul for New York. And right now, Donovan Mitchell's at the free throw line shooting 2.
When that drive comes in there with a crossover move, that's going to be a hard one to take the call. Pressure on him. Donovan Mitchell might be going in there for the second time.
Well, Mitchell makes the first free throw. Now the new change-ups are coming in as 3 players checked out as Randall is out of the court. Quickly, Barrett and Toppin are checked in. The Cavaliers are also making new changes as 4 players are checked out, 1 player moves over. Ricky Rubio, Danny Green, C. Osman, and Damon Wade. He makes the second free throw. Nearing down the corner, and Rose will have to end the first half of the game. Toppin, the deep 3, and that will not be in there. And so now, it's 36-19, New York in extension run. We send you down to Allie LaForce on the sideline. Alright, Allie.
about the way this team defended in the first half?
We're not bad, but we have to sustain it for the entire game. They put a lot of pressure on you. We got to make sure we're containing their dribble penetration, and then we got to react out challenge shots.
The expectations are high for the second half. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Ali, stand by for the halftime show. We'll be right back with the third quarter coming up.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Greetings, folks. We're here at this halftime show as the comes out with the Knicks extension of the lead. Let's show how the first half goes. And I see it's one of the players that had a good rejection. With the start of New York Knicks, Mitchell Robinson had made that one a great layup and took a block on Jared Allen. A lot of players are turning out to be one of the bestest. Starting with the New York Knicks. They have a lot of possession to take over from its offensive run with the layup and shot at the corners of the court. Very tough one to keep that one in the game to go with the floaters. And for Cleveland Cavaliers, really struggling with the offense to try to pick up the run. But we're looking for someone else to try to make a comeback switch, and there might be another way to try to stick them up to the game. Very tough down to make it clearable, but we'll see how the Cavaliers get back in the game. And that's going to wrap it up for the halftime show. As right now, we send you back to Quicken Loans to Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Fans back on the game. See you all later for the post game. And we are back here at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Hello, everyone. Glad you have joined us here for today. And right now, the extension of the lead turns to be a 36-19 score. A great start for the New York Knicks. But we're looking for the Cleveland Cavaliers to try to stop the run in inbounding, and they might find another way to try to pick up the run. The Dario run is picking up quickly. They're really on a tough one to make that fast break, go back in, possible run. Not really trying to fix its way on the board. But hopefully on that occasion, they're hoping and looking for the players to try to make an open run.
Oh, Ali, oops, successful! And it's Allen with the dunk and Garland assisted.
All you can say is that Darius Garland was able to take that one and great layup drive. Wow, can't believe it.
Mitchell Robinson makes a drive. Another basket for the New York Knicks. Robinson's got 6, and right now Garland back to cover it. Mitchell outside. Back to Okoro. Scans the floor, looking for open passes. Blocked it, but recovers it. 5 on the clock. Okoro, try to go for the drive. For the 2. Rebounded it, and it takes over RJ Barrett. Randall to Brunson. Oh, the 2-hand slam for Brunson. And RJ Barrett with the assist. That's why you can't mess up with Jalen Brunson. He was already gotten 2 hands with a slammer. I tried to unleash the claw. Okoro on Barrett. Swings to Mitchell for 3. Good! A 3-pointer outside range of the mark. They are coming back down by 26. Brunson finds Randall. Randall to Barrett. Around Mobley. That 2-pointer gets in there as RJ Barrett has another 2-pointer.
Tough score angles because of RJ Barrett's shot was turned to be one of the successful of his making. That will be a tough one to make a call.
Mitchell, Okoro for 3. Good. It's assisted by Mitchell. They're coming back down to try to pick up the run. Fans are coming in to try to support with their love.
The opportunity range may not be that possible, but it may be hard on that one. Oh man, Julius Randle. Are you kidding me? He just made that one a dunk right away.
Garland waits over to Mitchell. Trying to move around. It's rejected by Mitchell Robinson. But not this time. Donovan Mitchell makes that one a good bucket score. Here's Hart. Back over again to Barrett, over to Brunson. Brunson back to Barrett. Trying to move back to Hart. Shoots over Rob Mitchell. And he's fouled. That will be Mitchell's second personal, first team foul on Cleveland. Stopping the clock at 3 minutes to go in the third.
Josh Hart was setting a screen pin. He was right over for the two. He had never made it to the free throw line before. And right now, he might have to make his way over with the 2-point score to keep the run going. Yeah, you could tell that when Josh Hart was able to make that two. And for Mitchell Robinson was able to find what Josh Hart can do.
Josh Hart makes the first free throw.
It would have been a quote here for Toppin and the other team. RJ Barrett has a lot of things to say about Josh Hart. He says he's mostly working his encouragement effort. Whenever he plays with his team, it's very hard. I've always keep him around here for a while and see what's up. Hopefully he will try to keep it going with the shot and try to maintain their score. After the regular season, then the postseason, maybe the next one to be determined.
Mitchell finds Okoro. Barrett on him now. Finds Mitchell. 2:45 left to go in the third period. Moving the ball back and forth. 5 to shoot. They got to get some targets in there. Okoro up. And no good for the 2-pointer.
It's very hard because the defenseman was on him. RJ Barrett was seeming nowhere to go. That was a tough one to try to keep that one out of insane scores.
Hart finds quickly. He finds Barrett. Hart for 3. 3-pointer cash in. And it's RJ Barrett with the assist.
Yeah, what do you call that one here? Josh Hart made that one a 3-pointer. Really did turn out what he was going to ever do to try to maintain his score.
Mitchell for the elbow, and that 2-pointer's good. That will be coming in for another neck-to-neck run. They're coming down by 18. Quickly finding Toppin. He swings off to RJ Barrett, and another 3. That goes well, rim in and out. Caris LeVert finds Okoro over quickly. That's a great defense on Okoro. Hartenstein with the ball. He now has his second rebound. Faces over to quickly. Past 90 seconds to go. Here's Hart. Finds Barrett. Barrett swings across again to quickly. Around the layup. Deflected up on Mobley.
Mobley had that first block.
And a foul. And 1. It's Caris LeVert on the good basket. And Josh Hart receives his first foul.
Toppin trying to tell him to be patient out there. Try to calm down, relax, and don't get too much out of it.
3 players are checked out. Right now, Rose quickly has moved into shooting guard. And right now, Grims is back on the floor, on the court. 5 players as LeVert moves over to small forward. Misses only 1. He only makes 2 points, and that will be a 2-1 to put it in for tonight. Toppin. Great stop by Wade on Toppin. Just a minute to play in the third period. With the drive, scoops and going to make that block for Toppin. But it's Grims with the first foul, and their next team foul is on New York.
Grims was able to make that one here, and yeah, look at this. Toppin was going to try to block that shot. Because Grims was on him, he's not going to get this one over in time.
Right now, another shooting free throw percentage coming to the line for Donovan Mitchell for under a minute to go. Cleveland Cavaliers are trying to make their way back down to the run to hit their way total of the score to get a close game. Hits the first free throw.
The marker right now for Donovan Mitchell, he may have it all to keep it from here.
Danny Green is checked in for Caris LeVert. And his second free throw is off on the target. He only makes 1 free throw and now goes back over to Rose. Ricky Rubio on him. Finds Grims with the shot. That's tough angle. And a great stop here for Grims. He's got 9.
All because of Grims was able to take the drive out of it. I mean, he was getting a well professional out there, trying to go right back with the run.
Rubio in the middle for 2. No score for Ricky Rubio, and he went up with the first miss of the bucket. Finds Toppin, finds Rose. 2-hand slam. And Rose had that one with a good stopping range.
What can you say now? Derrick Rose? Man, he is like a pressure one to try to keep that one on the run. And a great pass here for Toppin.
Mitchell making a drive. And right now they come down here to take a close game on the run by 27. By 17, I should add. Quickly outside. Gives it to Hardenstein. Overweight. Makes the layup to beat the buzz beater.
Oh, Hardenstein, you can definitely say what he definitely made that one. Good shot, good contact. Yeah, he's really pressure on there. I guess the Cavaliers and the Knicks could be a tying series run.
And we reach the end of the third quarter. We will be coming back to you in the fourth quarter right after this. And a moment now to reveal for Tom for the play-in.
Heck, man, let's go score, stop, score here. Everyone talk defensively. Get stops and then let's go.
And you keep that one in here. For Tom Fabodi, he never made it to the playoffs here that far, and they're trying to keep the pressure on him. They're very on the hard, tricky ones. They're going to need to try to fix this up. So they will have to try to keep it going out there to make that one count. Yeah, I know that Tom Fabodi was able to help him out with the team. But you can feel what he's definitely wanting to give us emotion. He wants to encourage with the players to try to keep them bound and deck. So they'll have to make sure to keep the win and get back in the game.
The foul is called on Hardenstein as Darius Garland's at the free throw line shooting 2. Another free throw percentage coming up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Missed the first free throw. Now the new substitution comes in for Josh Hart and Mitchell Robinson. He'll check in for Quickly and Hardenstein. He makes the second free throw. Cleveland trailing by 18. Moves over to Barron. He swings the pass over again to Josh Hart. Josh Hart trying to look for his creation with a move step in to make the play in. Brunson, right to the elbow. Fadeaway shot, no good.
That shot was giving it a terrible run. Oof, might have to fix that one here just a little bit more, and occasionally that needs to get that one a fix.
Cedi Osman, back to Rubio. Rubio covered up by Barrett. 6-7 shot clock. Over Brunson. That shot went missing, target wide.
That no good target on this one. It may not be that predictable run and try to make them predictable. It may be a tough one to try to keep your hands out of here.
Hart finds Brunson. Hart dishing for the 3. Cash in floater. That's what Brunson does. He makes that assist and gives it back to Hart. Hart's now got 8 points in the game. And New York Knicks are going to try to hit the run of a decker. Oh, the alley-oop successful for Ricky Rubio on Allen.
That's a better drive than this one. When Jared Allen gets a hand out of it, he gets a good drive and try to take over the pressure. What a great pass here for Ricky Rubio.
Robinson swings back to Hart. Now goes over to Randall. Finds Brunson over Garland. Another miss by New York.
They're going crazy everywhere with the shots. They have to try to keep it focused on the tight run.
Allen makes a stepping move, a defensive breakdown for Mitchell Robinson. And right now they're pushing their way back in, down by 17. Brunson finds Hart. Hart swinging over again to Barrett. Players are looking comfortable out there, trying to make it up to Brunson. The drive, and he was bumped out with the foul called on Cedi Osman. Another team foul called on Cleveland Cavs. Osman has his first personal, and Jalen Brunson at the free throw line shooting too.
Wow, that bump in was a tough one to try to throw it out. I mean, really would have a Decker. I mean, this is really tough. Yeah, definitely have to agree with you, me phone. They're really out of it on their own.
Robinson at the free throw line. Nope, Brunson at the free throw line. Another free throw percentage coming in for the New York Knicks. With only 3:47 to go in the fourth quarter. Makes his first free throw.
Only with the players in this one, you've got to keep that one separate.
3 players checked out: Rubio, Green, and Osman. Right now, the 3 players coming in are Carl, Mobley, and LeVert. It's the second free throw for Brunson. And Brunson right now has 10 points in the game. They're coming down in by, sorry about that, 20, 29, 21. Nope. That was my mistake. 19. 6 on the shot clock. Garland has to make that one quick move over Brunson. And they're making good shot contact here. They're coming back down by 17.
Back-to-back scores are very impossible. Try to keep that one at a good run.
3:12 left to go. Brunson swings to Barrett. Barrett on Garland. Swinging over again to Hart. 2-pointer over Allen. And that 2-pointer missed off the Hart. That ends the game with the running score down. And that might be a tough one to go from here. Oh, Allen! Are you kidding me? That was for Garland to try to pick it up again.
They're all counting on Allen, and I think Darius Garland is going to try to keep that deck.
Brunson finds Barrett. With a drive, scoops in. A good solid defense on Jared Allen.
He has Allen with the start of the block. He may not be able to get there. I think Mobley may have one.
Mobley makes a drive. The timeout call by New York with 2:25 to go in the fourth quarter.
They're reaching up with new heights out there. They're really going to need to try to keep it out going and try to hold on under pressure.
They're trying to go for the win here in the second game for the Cavaliers, but the Knicks seemingly could be going for a tie series run in the second game. And right now it looks like it turned out to be one of the bestest of the game. Hoping to look for another run here for tonight. For the next game, we will have to see the next one coming in. As right now, the Suns and the Clippers are our next games here for the 4th and 5th seed matchup here at the Footprint Center. Right now, the Phoenix Suns have a lead 1-0 over the LA Clippers. They're trying to look for the pressure to keep that one going. But in this case of a moment, it's a very tricky setup to go with the scores. They're not really important because of that one really did turn out really on a hard game to make the pressure out of it, more count, more aggressive. They have to maintain their way to get the credit run. And we know what the strike is definitely called. A worst nightmare comes in for the end for Dallas Mavericks as they're out again in the regular season.
Yeah, I know. All the fans are disappointed already because that was all it did turn out. One of the bad teams without the franchise players.
The New Balance player of the game goes to Jalen Brunson.
All it does happen right now, Jalen Brunson keeps up with the shots here. Looking for open passes, and definitely have it all down on cover. He's doing really well for his point guard, keeping an open man alive.
Brunson finds over Hart. Hart swings to Barrett for 3. Boom! The end of a switch make for Barrett. He's got 11 points. Now they're keeping it over with the range on total sight. Garland on Allen finds over to cover Robinson. 3 for LeVert. That's off the mark, and it goes with Barrett with the rebound. And And he gives a backcourt violation, and it's not a good call to make that one change off. That is a tough one to hit. And a last block here for Mitchell Robinson.
With the block over the backboard and it went out of bounds. I mean, wow. Mitchell Robinson. I want to see 2 blocks. That's going to be a lot of great calls if he's going to give that one a good defense run.
Here's LeVert on Hart. Gives it to Mobley. Roll around the rim, and it goes into the bucket score. New York Knicks leading the run here for another one part of the game. By 17. Drive, missed it. Robinson recovers it. Barrett on the outside of a wing. Slings off to Hart. 6 to go. Robinson. Barrett for 3. Another miss by New York.
They're trying to go back to run it again. It looks like they go for an attack.
Oh, Allen! What a play! And Garland with the assist.
Oh, you can feel that energy. They love to hear that one for Garland. As for Allen, he is like putting a run to smack it all.
Hart swings off to Robinson, back over again to Barrett. Under a minute to go in the 4th quarter. Hart tries for the 3. That misses the target. Okara on the outside with the floater. That goes in, and it goes for the assist again by Darius Garland. And Okara is making another 2-bucket score in this game.
The driving run may not be possible enough, but it may be a very tough one to keep the call out of it.
Randall on a free. That missed the target. LeVert coming back down by 10. Try to give it off to Garland. Step back. Free for Mitchell. Okara makes the 3-pointer. They're down by 7.
Oh, it did happen now. I don't know if you're going to have to make that one account.
Barrett swings to Hart. Looking for the stop run. Rolls in and out. Garland coming in. With the 3. Missed the 3-pointer. And that will end the game. New York Knicks and the Cavs are tied up in the series. Your final score is 63 to 56. Knicks are coming in for game 3 and 4 back at the Garden to get ready for the next game.
All they could say now, New York ready to go back again, leaving Cleveland and go back home for 3 and 4 of the Knicks.
And so that will do it here with me, Fan, along with Silver Spoon and me, Phone. This has been a presentation of the NBA playoffs of the Eastern Conference. Now we go to Son of Beast to close the game for the postgame. Good night, guys.
Fan, thank you very much. As for this one, total comes to a combination for the total games of the season. New York Knicks battling for the better successful, and they are ready to send them off to New York City here to play at the Garden, which will be coming up here after Game 2 completion of the game. And we will see them in a couple of the games here in Game 3. Where this time, the Cavaliers are very struggling with the second game, but the first game comes up with the win. They really did show it off. 2 guys have 1 blocks, Evan Mobley and Mitchell Robinson. Nobody had to lead off with the block, but that was all that did happen with it good. Here are the total combinations with the statistic runs. 45-56% here for the field goal range for the Knicks. 3-pointers with 50. 88% for the free throw lines and 11 fast break points for the Knicks. Only 1 turned out to be the points in the paint for the Cavaliers. Second chance was an even score to hit up with the run and then try to take them out inbound. And the bench points was 22 for the New York Knicks. 24 for the assist. 3 offensive rebounds was an even close call, but defensive rebound leads for the Knicks, 20 rebounds of the game. 3 steals turned out to be a very tough one that they can. 3 turnovers and 9 points off for the New York Knicks. Team fouls was less for New York, and too many foul calls for Cleveland for 6. 7 dunk performed for the New York Knicks. 21 biggest lead of the game, and time of possession was 12-14.
Only 2 timeouts were remained for the Cleveland Cavaliers as they decided that they wanted to talk it over. Anyway, now it's time for the 3 star players of the game for Game 2 of the Knicks and Cavaliers. First up for number 3, we have, again, to make this one go back toward the line, RJ Barrett. 11 points in the game, 1 rebound, 2 assists, and a steal. It did turn out one of his good effort, and he makes it 2 free-point lines, only 1 free throw, and 4 field goal range. Made that one in to make that one stop. The second star, on the other hand, total comes in. This one goes to Jarrett Allen with 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 dunks. He never received a block here since the first game was turning out to be a successful run. But it did have to turn out, but it's going to be a very hard one to try to keep him over here for tonight. Now the first star goes out to Donovan Mitchell with 14 points and 3 assists. I mean, not to tell that he was that good, but he was able to try to keep his rhythm to go back towards with the pointer. I mean, he's like well-professional phased. So that one has to end here for the second game for the Cavaliers and the Knicks. The next game coming up will be the Phoenix Suns and the Clippers coming back at Footprint Center. Stay tuned if you're tuning us for the next game. We'll be right back with you in just a few moments after these messages. So don't go anywhere, there will be more underway. So anyway, peace out everyone for a while as the NBA playoffs on 2k23 of 2K Sports Style. This is Son of Beast, and you can find me on my social media on Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. I almost got you wrong, so I got you guys. No Twitter for me. But Discord will be coming in very, very soon, so keep your eyes peeled with that one for the new media. See you all later for the next game. And for those of you who are not watching, I hope you would say thanks for watching. Peace out.
If you don't, somebody will.